G'day Jacked and Nerdy fans, Jeremy here with a review video for the latest Amazon Prime movie, Samaritan. Now, before I get into that review, I just want to remind everyone, if you haven't done so already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. That way you never miss out on a video. And if you do enjoy these videos, make sure you give them a thumbs up. That way, that lets us know that you are enjoying the content that we're making, and it encourages us to keep going. So, with that out of the way, Samaritan, directed by Julius Avery, Julius Avery. He also directed Overlord, that came out about 2018, which was a very interesting take on an alternate World War II zombie kind of movie. But we're not talking about that today. We're here to focus on Samaritan. So I was very excited to see this movie when I first saw the first trailer drop. It was really refreshing to see Sylvester Stallone finally in some sort of standalone superhero genre movie. He did a fantastic job. If you're not familiar with the story, so the basic premise is that there were these two superhero brothers. One was obviously the hero, one was the villain. They fought each other many years ago, and then nothing. Everyone presumed that they were both dead. So many years later, a young boy who is obviously fascinated with superheroes thinks that his neighbor across the building next to him, he believes that the superhero known as Samaritan is alive and well and hiding, and that is his neighbor across the way. So that's the general premise. Young boy, old man, thinks he's a superhero, blah blah blah. Like I said, it was nice. This was a nice movie to kind of get an interesting take on what happens to superheroes later in life. Do they still hold the same values that they did when they were younger? Do they still, uphold the same principles that they used to? And how do they look upon the world in the future based on what they've done in the past and what have you? So, look, it's a very dark, gritty kind of take on the superhero genre. As I said, it's nice to see Sylvester Stallone in this type of role finally getting his own kind of superhero franchise. Also, I have to make note of the young actor Jovan Walton, who plays the young boy in the movie. He was quite good, but also a big standout. Now, I'm going to butcher his name. It's Palu Asberk. You would know him obviously from the Game of Thrones series. He was Big Uncle Greyjoy, who everyone loved to hate. So it was nice seeing him pop up in something else, and he's obviously the main antagonist in this movie, and he did a fantastic job as well. Was very menacing, very unlikable in many ways. So look, okay, so let's break this down. Okay, so the casting of this movie was very well done. Top to bottom, there's some well-known, some not well-known. All in all, it was a good mix, and everyone played their roles really well. The premise of the story, whilst it's, nothing overly new, I mean, it is interesting to see a take on an older type superhero rather than the young. It's nothing really new, but it is interesting. So there is that element. Was the story executed to perfection? For a straight-to-streaming movie, a non-theatrical release, straight-to-streaming, I think it did the job well. I think if this had gone to cinemas, it probably would not have ranked very well. It wouldn't have gotten great reviews from critics. I'm just looking now on Rotten Tomatoes at the moment. It's got a 38% rating. I think that's a bit unfair. I would say if it was around the 50%, 50 to 60%, sure, I would agree with that. But I think 38% is a bit rough. Look, whilst I enjoyed it, I enjoyed the movie. It was nowhere near as good as what we've come to expect from the superhero genre. But in terms of a straight-to-streaming type movie, it was fun, it was entertaining, so I've got no problem with that. Costuming was quite good. Obviously, it's set in modern day, so it's pretty hard to mess up. But I would say the costuming that they did use for the superheroes, whilst it's nothing too spectacular, it still served its purpose, and it did ground the movie very much in reality. It was very much something that you would probably expect today if there were superheroes, or if superheroes started to pop up in today, you would kind of agree with it. Casting, fantastic. I don't have any complaints on the casting. Story, whilst it was entertaining and fun, I will say there's a few twists and turns that are quite entertaining and quite good. I did enjoy the ending. It's not one of those endings that really lets you down. I did enjoy the ending and the twists and turns that came along with it. So look, it's one of those things. So because this is obviously it's not an A grade Hollywood movie, it's more of a B grade straight to streaming kind of movie. Look, I'd still give it a solid 6 out of 10. Will I watch it again? Maybe not. In terms of rewatchability, it does score quite low, and one of the big things I suppose is with film, if a movie has rewatchability, it will make a lot of money, and people will come back to see it again and again and again. Word will spread, but this movie has very, very, very little rewatchability. It's an entertaining one-off film if you're just looking for something for an afternoon, lazy afternoon on the couch, like what I've just done today. It's okay. It's all right. Like I said, probably the main draw card was the fact that it's Sylvester Stallone getting his own standalone run at a superhero genre film. If nothing else, it's worth watching just for that. So look, I'll give it a solid 5.5. I'll split the difference. I'll give it 5.5 out of 10. Look, go out there and check it out for yourself. Okay, if you've got access to Amazon, definitely go on and check it out. Samaritan, it's streaming now. If you don't have Amazon, it's not a movie that's worth you paying a subscription to get. If you can get maybe like a 1 month free trial, head on in, check it out for yourself. But let me know what you guys think. Have you guys managed to get on to Samaritan now streaming on Amazon Prime? What are your thoughts on the movie? Were you as excited as I was to see Sylvester Stallone get his own standalone superhero movie? And what were your thoughts on it? Let me know in the comment section below your thoughts, and by all means, if there's something else that you would like to see us do a review of, there is lots of TV shows, movies, and various different things coming out over the next couple of months, so hit us up in the comment section below. Let us know your thoughts on not only Samaritan, but let us know what you would like to see us do a review of in the near future. And until next time, guys, stay jacked and stay nerdy.